Hello, Mama. How are you doing?
I'm fine.
You're doing great, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're looking so beautiful.
This is all back in my head.
What did you say?
This is all back in my head.
You don't quite like all backs. Mama, I have a question. I'm going straight to the question. Can I ask you? Why do you think people try to satisfy their parents by reading courses that their parents want them to read before they will not go for what they really love and what is aligned to their gift set? Why?
First of all, we're in Nigeria, right? So we have to be realistic in the sense that we know that our parents are the ones that trained us in secondary school and they're the ones that trained us in university. And you know all these job opportunities. Not
Being in Nigeria, is it a disadvantage?
Yes, of course.
Are you for real?
Yes, it is a disadvantage because you can't tell me someone who was born, let's say, in the US and someone who was born in Nigeria, like the person who was born in the US has a higher ground of making it than someone born in Nigeria in an average Nigerian.
But I have a counter opinion to that. I strongly believe that there are more opportunities in developing nations than in developed nations.
Right. But
Opportunities for growth.
Yes.
Opportunities for innovation, for
That's
creativity.
true. In a developing country, that when the government cares about the citizens,
When the government cares about the
Yes,
citizens.
the government
Okay,
cares-
do you think
okay.
that as a teenager in a digital age, do you think it is wise for one to make the case that the government owes them or that they owe the government, that they owe the society? Which one do you argue?
We as citizens don't owe the government anything because as long as they have,
Okay, you think it's the government that owes us
yes,
everything?
because they are responsible.
Who is the government?
What is democracy?
Beautiful government of the people, for the people, and by the people. That's the definition we are working with, right?
Exactly.
Now, but hold on. Who is the government? You and I, or other people?
The people up there.
The people up there?
Yes, the people that
Okay.
are in charge.
The people that are in charge.
Yes.
Now, what do you think is the smallest unit of a society?
The smallest unit of a society.
Yeah.
Family.
Beautiful family, right? That's what you will say. But I will argue in the line that the author of the author of the book I'm reading currently. I'm reading The Courage to be Disliked by Ichiro Kishimi and Fumitake Koga. Kishimi is actually a Japanese psychologist, right? He's arguing that the smallest unit of a society is not the family, but you and I. Are you getting my point now? You and I. Now you use family, which is also what we use most of the time as the smallest unit of the society, right? Now, if you say the family is the smallest unit, if the family is in order, if the family is organized, if the family is well structured, do you think the society is also structured?
Yes.
Beautiful, beautiful. So did you see that the blame has come down to us, you and I first? So it
But
is
you
actually
can't-
what we have to offer.
You can't say it is structured and leave the government outside of it.
No, pay attention. You can't leave the government outside. You and I are the government. They said, okay, scripturally it said that when the righteous are in authority, the people will rejoice, right? Now, you are a Christian, right? Do you portray yourself as a righteous person or an unrighteous person? Say the truth. Like being religious, how do you portray yourself?
As a righteous person.
As a righteous person, but you are not in authority, you are not in any position of leadership, and you are not influencing positively, and you are allowing those who are operating in that negative, in that unrighteousness, to make unrighteous laws for you. Excuse me, would that be possible? Because you're thinking that you're not part of them, you're not part of the system, you're not part of the structure, you are not ready to influence, you're not ready to make an impact, you're not ready to put in your own gift set. Rather,
We're in 2026.
okay,
Yes. And we've heard of people that wanted to make a difference by influencing, by talking about the wrongs that is going on in this country. But nothing is going. The president himself doesn't care.
you think he doesn't care?
I think I know.
But do you believe that the president, the governors, the councillors, the chairman, do you know that they are in that business to succeed? That they are actually doing a business by being in that position of authority? Do you believe it's a business?
It's a business, of course.
Do you believe that they are there to succeed? And succeeding in that business gives them another higher opportunity for growth?
for growth for themselves.
For themselves, right? Okay, now let me ask you a question. Just imagine that you made a comment earlier that some people gain opportunities by reason of nepotism, right? Good. Just imagine that your dad is the king of your community, and there is an allocation that comes to your community every year for 3 children to be sent to Canada for advanced studies, and you are ready, and there are other members of your family that are ready to go to go for that course. Do you think your dad will give it to you and the relatives, or do you think your dad will go to the neighboring community to get people that he will send to Canada?
Me and the relatives.
Come again?
Me.
He will give it to you. Is that nepotism?
Yeah.
Beautiful. But when it is always in our hand, when power is in our hand, we wield it the way we want. But when it is in other people's hand, we complain about how they wield it. So the question now should be us trying to get into power, and let us see how we will wield it.
What do you think? Wield it without being a negative, wicked human being.
Okay.
Yes.
You can.
You can.
Now pay attention. From what you are seeing, they are not actually what you want to see, right? Which means you know what is better. Get into a position of authority, get into a position of influence, get into a position of leadership. Today, are there people who started leading at our age?
Yes,
are there people who started speaking up at our age?
What is ironic about the whole thing?
Okay.
The fact that the people that are in power right now, they didn't even have the right credentials to be in power currently, but they're still in power.
But where are those with right credentials?
Fighting for their life.
How can someone who is right be fighting for their life?
Because they don't have access now.
Because they don't what?
They don't have access.
Mama, we have to stop here for now. I am winning this debate for now. Okay.